Hello students, in the previous lecture we have learnt about linear simple harmonic motion, acceleration, velocity and displacement of simple harmonic motion, periodic motion of simple harmonic motion and differential equation of simple harmonic motion in the lesson oscillations. Now today we are going to learn about amplitude, period, frequency of simple harmonic motion, energy of a particle performing simple harmonic motion, and composition of two simple harmonic motions having same period and along the same path. So today's first topic is amplitude, period and frequency. For this, consider a particle performing simple harmonic motion along the straight line. This is the straight line, and consider this particle P and performing simple harmonic motion along the straight line Mn, and the center O of Mn is the mean position of the particle. This is the mean position of particle, and this is particle P. This is the x is the displacement. Here the displacement of the particle is x equals to a sin omega t plus phi. This is the equation of the displacement, a sin omega t plus phi. And the particle will have its maximum displacement when sin omega t plus phi equals to plus minus 1, and that means when the x equals to plus minus a. The distance a is called the amplitude of simple harmonic motion. That's why the maximum displacement of a particle performing simple harmonic motion from its mean position is called the amplitude of simple harmonic motion. Now, what is the period of simple harmonic motion? See, the time taken by the particle performing simple harmonic motion to complete one oscillation is called the period of simple harmonic motion. You know that the equation of the displacement of the particle at time t is x equals to a sin omega t plus phi, and after time t plus 2 pi by omega, the displacement will be x equals to a sin omega t plus 2 pi by omega plus phi, and by solving this equation we will get here x equals to a sin omega t plus 2 pi plus phi, and again solving we will get here x equals to a sin omega t plus phi. This shows that the particle is in the original position after a time 2 pi by omega, and in other word the particle complete one oscillation in time 2 pi by omega, then period t equals to 2 pi by omega. Now we know that omega square equals to k by m, means force per unit displacement upon mass, and omega square equals to acceleration per unit displacement. Substitute this in the equation of the time period. Equation is t equals to 2 pi by omega. We will get here t equals to 2 pi upon under root acceleration per unit displacement. And the expression of period can also be expressed as t equals to 2 pi by omega. It means 2 pi upon under root k by m. Omega is under root k by m. Now we will get here t equals to 2 pi under root m upon k. This is the time period of simple harmonic motions. Then next is frequency of simple harmonic motion. The number of oscillations performed by particle performing simple harmonic motion per unit time is called the frequency of simple harmonic motion. In time t, the particle performs one oscillation, hence in unit time it performs 1 upon t oscillations. Here n is the frequency in simple harmonic motion and t is the time period of simple harmonic motion, and we have n equals to 1 upon t. and you know that t equals to 2 pi by omega. So put here t equals to 2 pi by omega. We will get here 1 upon 2 pi by omega, and solving this we will get here 1 upon 2 pi upon under root k by m. You know that omega is under root k by m. This equation, solving this equation, we will get here this n equals to under root k by m upon 2 pi, and here n equals to 1 upon 2 pi under root k by m. This is the frequency of simple harmonic motion. Now phase of simple harmonic motion. What is a phase? A quantity which describes the state of oscillation of a particle performing simple harmonic motion is called the phase of simple harmonic motion. The general equation of displacement is x equals to a sine omega t plus phi. This is the angle omega t plus phi determines the magnitude and direction of displacement, and hence is called the phase angle. Omega t plus phi is called the phase angle or phase of SHM, simple harmonic motion, as it varies continuously with time. Next topic is energy of a particle performing simple harmonic motion. Energy आपको क्या फाइंड करना है? Energy of a particle performing simple harmonic motion. Students, while performing an simple harmonic motion, the particle possesses speed. That it means possess a kinetic energy at all the position except at the extreme position, and except at the mean position the particle occupies various positions. This is an indication that work is done and the system has potential energy, and the total energy of the particle performing an simple harmonic motion is thus the sum of its kinetic and potential energies. Here, for this, we have considered a particle of mass m performing linear simple harmonic motion with amplitude a. And here the restoring force acting on the particle is F equals to minus kx. Here k is the force constant and x is the displacement of the particle from its mean position. आपको यहाँ पे टोटल एनर्जी फाइंड करना है, उसके लिए आपको काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड पोटेंशियल एनर्जी भी फाइंड करना है. सो फर्स्ट इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी. एट डिस्टेंस x from the mean position, the velocity is v equals to omega under root a square minus x square. This is the equation of velocity, and where omega is under root k by m. आपको सबको मालूम है दोनों इक्वेशंस, एक ये है वेलोसिटी का और ये है ओमेगा का. ओमेगा इज द एंगुलर वेलोसिटी. हियर द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द पार्टिकल इज, क्या है काइनेटिक एनर्जी? हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर. ओके, 1/2 m omega square in bracket a square minus x square. M omega square is k because omega square is k by m. That's why here आपको क्या मिलेगा? m omega square की वैल्यू ये m omega square equals to k. Here kinetic energy equals to 1/2 k in bracket a square minus x square. In the phase of the particle at an instant t is theta equals to omega t plus alpha. ये क्या है? फेज एंगल है ओमेगा टी प्लस अल्फा. अल्फा इज द इनिशियल फेज and its velocity at that instant is v equals to omega a cos omega t plus alpha, and its kinetic energy at that instant is half mv square equals to half m omega square and a square cos square of omega t plus alpha. We will get here 1/2 k a square cos square omega t plus alpha, and therefore This is the equation of kinetic energy. The kinetic energy varies with the time as cos square theta here. And next is potential energy. You know that the work done by an external agent against the restoring force in taking the particle from its mean position to a given point in the path, keeping the particle in equilibrium. See, as shown in the diagram, suppose the particle displaces from P1 to P2 through an infinitesimal distance dx. This is the distance dx against the restoring force. This is the restoring force F as shown in the figure. What we have consider here, or suppose the particle, this is the particle P1 and this P1 displaces from P1 to P2 through a small distance dx against the restoring force. This is the direction of restoring force. Okay. Now the corresponding work done by the external agent will be dw equals to minus f into dx. Okay, equals to f क्या है minus kx. So we will get here kx dx, and this work done dw is stored in the form of potential energy. The potential energy of the particle when its a displacement from the mean position is x, can be found by integrating the above equation, this. So for this we have integrated this equation. We will get here P potential energy equals to integration of dw, and here dw from 0 to x, integration of 0 to x dw equals to kx dx, integration of 0 to x of kx dx equals to, integrating this equation we will get here 1 by 2 kx square, and the displacement of the particle at that instant t being x equals to a sin omega t plus alpha. Its potential energy at that instant is potential energy half kx square equals to half k a square sin square omega t plus alpha. And here the potential energy varies with time as a sin square theta. Now we have to find here total energy. Now you know that the equation of potential energy and kinetic energy. So find the total energy. E equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Here potential energy is 1 by 2 kx square plus kinetic energy is 1 by 2 k a square minus x square. By solving this, we will get here 1 by 2 kx square plus 1 by 2 k a square minus 1 by 2 k x square. This term and this term will be cancelled. We will get here equals to 1 by 2 k a square. Now 1 by 2 m omega square a square, because k is m omega square. And here m is constant and omega and a are the constants of motions. The total energy of the particle remains constant. So there are some special cases. At the mean position, suppose x equals to 0, x is and the velocity is maximum. Hence, total energy E equals to maximum kinetic energy equals to 1 by 2 m omega square a square, and potential energy we will get here minimum equals to 0. Here potential energy is minimum and kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position, and at the extreme position the velocity of the particle is 0 and x equals to plus minus a. So here potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is minimum. So potential energy we will get here half m omega square a square and kinetic energy will be 0. So as the particle oscillates, the energy changes between the kinetic and potential. And you know that at the mean position the energy is entirely kinetic while at the extreme positions, and it is entirely potential. At the other positions, the energy is partly kinetic and partly potential. However, the total energy is always conserved. If the kinetic energy equals to potential energy, then we will get here half m omega square a square minus x square equals to half m omega square x square. By solving this, we will get here x equals to plus minus a upon under root 2. Thus, at x equals to plus minus a upon under root 2, the kinetic energy equals to potential energy equals to E upon 2 for a particle performing linear simple harmonic motion, and at x equals to plus minus a upon 2, then potential energy will be half kx square equals to 1 upon 4 is 1 upon 2 ka square. We will get here E upon 4. That means the kinetic energy is 3 times the potential energy. Thus at x equals to plus minus a upon 2, the energy is 25% is potential and 75% is kinetic. The variation of kinetic energy and potential energy with displacement in simple harmonic motion is shown in figure. This is the energy, variation of energy, kinetic energy and potential energy in simple harmonic motion. Now next and last topic is composition of two simple harmonic motions having same period and along the same path. Consider, for this, let a particle be subjected to two parallel linear simple harmonic motions of the same period along the same path and the same mean positions represented by x1 equals to a1 sin omega t plus phi 1 and x2 is a2 sin omega t plus phi 2, where a1 and a2 are the amplitudes and phi 1 and phi 2 are the initial phases of the two simple harmonic motions. According to the principle of superposition, what the displacement of the particle at any instant t is the algebraic sum is given by x equals to x1 plus x2. Now substitute here x1 and x2. See, x equals to x1 क्या है a1 sin omega t plus phi 1 plus x2 क्या है a2 sin omega t plus phi 2. We will get here x equals to a1 sin omega t cos phi 1 plus a1 cos omega t sin phi 1. This is the formula sin omega t plus phi 1. By solving this, we will get here a1 sin omega t cos phi 1 plus a1 cos omega t sin phi 1. Same way, plus a2 sin omega t cos phi 2 plus a2 cos omega t sin phi 2. ये सॉल्व करने के बाद में आपको यहाँ पे देखना है, सी ये दो इसमें आपको क्या कॉमन है दिख रहा है साइन ओमेगा टी एंड साइन ओमेगा टी. यहाँ पे कॉमन निकालो और सॉल्व करो. a1 cos phi 1 प्लस a2 cos phi 2 एंड साइन ओमेगा टी कॉमन है. प्लस इसमें भी देखो ये दो इक्वेशन में क्या कॉमन है cos ओमेगा टी प्लस यहाँ पे मिलेगा आपको a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 and common is cos omega t. Now let आपको a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2 की जगह पे r cos डेल्टा पुट करना है एंड a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 की जगह पे r sin डेल्टा पुट करना है. So according to this we will get here x equals to पुट किया, पुट करने के बाद में सॉल्व किया तो आपको ये मिलेगा r कॉमन है दोनों इसमें तो r साइन ओमेगा टी कॉस डेल्टा प्लस कॉस ओमेगा टी साइन डेल्टा, ये आपको यहाँ पे इक्वेशन मिलेगा. So this is the sin omega t cos delta plus cos omega t sin delta is the sin omega t plus delta. So आपको यहाँ पे x इक्वल्स टू r sin omega t plus delta ये मिलेगा. Now we have find the resultant amplitude. इसके लिए आपको क्या करना है, squaring and adding of these equations, r cos delta equals to r sin delta and a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2 and a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2. By squaring and adding these two equations, we will get here r equals to under root r sin delta square plus r cos delta square. ये अगर पुट किया सॉल्व किया तो आपको ये मिलेगा r इक्वल्स टू अंडर रूट a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 स्क्वायर. इसकी वैल्यू पुट की r sin डेल्टा की और इसमें r cos डेल्टा की वैल्यू पुट की उसका स्क्वायर. By solving these equations we get here r square equals to a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos phi 1 minus phi 2. Now r equals to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos phi 1 minus phi 2. This is the expression for resultant amplitude r. Now we have find the initial phase delta of the resultant motion. For this क्या करना है आपको, डिवाइडिंग इक्वेशन r sin delta upon divided by r cos delta. r sin delta is a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 divided by a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2. Here r get cancelled. We will get here tan delta, sin upon cos is tan, and here write as a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 upon here divided by a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2. We will get here delta equals to tan inverse. Tan अगर इधर लिखे तो tan inverse of this a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 upon a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2. This is the expression of initial phase delta of the resultant motion. Thank you.